Can anyone solve 14th question? Check the question once. Design mod 6 synchronous counter using JK flip-flop and explain its operation with a timing diagram. Can you do? Just say yes or no. Next, convert D flip-flop to JK flip-flop. Fourteenth B, convert D flip-flop into JK flip-flop. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Then you're not responding. Just say yes or no. 14A and 14B. Is it covered?
14B.
So,
14 years, sir.
And what about this one? 15B. Explain the operation of positive edge trigger D flip-flop with active low preset and clear. So 15B is not covered for A section. I'll do it now. And coming to the short, distinguish between combinational and sequential circuit. We completed this one. And compare and contrast between synchronous and asynchronous. Can anyone tell me the differences? What is synchronous and what is asynchronous?
When synchronous clock is given to every.
We have to give each clock is given to each flip-flop.
Okay.
Asynchronous only first
flip-flop.
clock, and its output is taken as clock to other flip-flops.
Okay, what is the another name for synchronous? Synchronous is also called as?
Parallel.
Correct. Synchronous is also called as parallel. Asynchronous? Asynchronous counter is also called as ripple counter. So almost 2 long questions and 2 short are coming from just only 1 unit, unit number 4. So till now we have covered. Can anyone give me the overview of unit number 4 from the starting what we did?
Latches.
Latches.
Okay,
And
yes, latches. In this,
And latch and latch.
this we have seen and NOR latch. And don't get confused. Here, like we have seen like this: RS NOR latch, one is S bar R bar NAND latch, and SR NAND latch. Then after this,
flip-flops.
after this we have seen flip flops. In that, SR,
JK,
delay,
okay,
JK, and toggle.
toggle. Next, after this,
Gated latch conversions.
so we have seen conversions. Total 12 conversions will be there. From this, we are getting one long. And the next, we have started counters. How many counters are there?
2 bits, 3 bits.
Asynchronous.
Synchronous and asynchronous.
So synchronous and asynchronous. Again in synchronous, we have seen up counter.
Down, up, down, mod.
Right. Up, down, and modulus. Same thing is applicable in asynchronous also. Here also, we have to see up, down, and modulus. And again, if I go in deep, again 2-bit size, 3-bit size, and 4-bit for all. Okay, so completely we did synchronous. We have completed up, down, and modulus. Now let us try to understand about asynchronous. So after this, one more topic is left, which is called as shift register. So today we shall try to finish asynchronous followed by shift register so that unit 4 will be done. So already we know that asynchronous means we will apply clock only to the first flip-flop, whereas output of first one will act as clock for the next one. So directly I am going to the problem. So let me draw the diagram once again or else. Asynchronous. What is meant by flip-flop? What is meant by flip-flop?
Storage of one element.
It stores 1 bit of info.
Okay, flip-flop is nothing but 1-bit storage element. So depending upon size, we need to make use of flip-flop. So this is asynchronous. Why? Because I'm applying clock only to the first flip-flop, whereas output of first one is acting as a clock for the next one. So that's the reason we are calling this one as asynchronous counter, or else we can also call this one as a ripple counter. Whereas if it is synchronous, in synchronous simultaneously we are applying clock for each and every flip-flop. So in terms of speed, always synchronous will be faster compared to the ripple. Make a note of this point. So design of asynchronous counter, which is nothing but a ripple counter. So here simply we need to remember one trick. Suppose if you want to perform up counting, make use of opposite sign. If you want down, then make use of same sign. So what is this opposite and same? So see here, opposite sign is used for up counting. So opposite signs are nothing but positive and negative, negative and positive. And if it is same sign, it will perform down counting, which is plus and plus and minus and minus. Okay, this is what we need to do. So in this first one is up counter, which is asynchronous, and I'm trying to design this one by using JK flip-flop. Okay, can anyone tell me the diagram directly without doing all the analysis part? Up counter, asynchronous, ripple counter by using JK flip-flop. Okay. Okay, so up counter, asynchronous, ripple counter, which is JK flip-flop. So here this is of size 2-bit. So how many flip-flops should I use?
2 flip-flops.
2 flip-flops.
So for 2-bit, we need to make use of 2 flip-flops. So directly I'm drawing 2 flip-flops.
JK.
Okay, this is nothing but JA, KA, QA and QA bar.
QA bar.
Next, JB, KB, QB and QB. So
Clock.
how many types of edge triggerings are there? Edge triggerings, how
2
many
types
types?
of positive and negative.
2 types,
triggers.
positive and negative.
So what you want me to use, positive or negative?
Negative.
Use positive.
Negative.
Negative.
So let me take negative. So I'm taking negative. And here one important condition is always J and K should be connected to logic 1. Why? Why J and K should be connected to logic 1?
So that we get racing.
For
Racing.
that, racing, which is nothing but UN bar, means output should get continuously changed. And what is the difference between racing and what is toggling? What is toggling and what is racing? Tell me the difference. Yes, what is racing and what is toggling? We know that racing means clock is equal to 1, J is equal to 1 and K is equal to 1. So for this particular thing, you are applying clock that is level triggered or edge triggered?
Level trigger, sir.
Correct. This condition is for level triggered. So in order to overcome this racing, we want toggling. Toggling is nothing but only within a single clock pulse it has to change only one time. So there we can go for edge triggering. So remember like this. Toggling means changing only once, racing means changing continuously. So it will be like this if you observe. If it is level triggered, for this complete high position, it will be changing like this. So that's the reason we are calling it as racing. So in order to overcome this, we have seen 3 kinds of solutions, that is using edge triggered flip-flops, edge triggered clocks. Next one is T/2 less than propagation delay. And one thing is master slave. Okay, now let us try to go for 1 and 1 conditions. Okay, done. Next, after this, what should I do? I want up counter. Up counter means opposite sign or same sign?
Opposite sign.
Up counter means opposite sign.
Plus or minus.
Here,
Opposite sign.
What I'm using, clock, is it negative or positive?
Negative.
Clock is
Negative.
negative. So I want opposite sign. Now tell me, from where should I connect? From QA or QA bar?
First, we should assume some.
QA
See here,
bars, sir.
this is
QA
nothing but
bar.
negative. Negative means I want opposite sign. Opposite means from where should I connect? Up counter, opposite sign. This is positive.
Positive
bar.
QA.
So always QA will be positive and QA bar will be negative.
Negative.
So if you want opposite sign, blindly connect it from QA to clock. And suppose if I change this bubble, I'm removing this bubble now. I'll make it positive edge triggered. Now for that you tell me, is it right?
Connect from QA bar.
Why should I connect from QA bar?
QA bar. From QA bar to clock.
It should be connected from QA bar. Why QA bar?
Sir, clock is
Will become
positive,
QA.
then QA bar is negative. For up counter, it should be opposite sign. So we need to
Correct.
connect
So this
from
is
QA.
positive, this is negative. So here this is of opposite sign. So this is also an up counter. So that's the reason I'm asking you, either you can use positive edge trigger or else negative edge trigger. So try to understand, only the simple concept will be there for asynchronous. So using negative edge triggered, see, observe this diagram, using negative edge trigger. Here I'm going for negative edge trigger. As I want up counting, I want opposite sign. Okay, so here also this is negative. Opposite sign means negative, and here this will be positive. This is one diagram. And always by default, output will be taken at QA and QB, or else
Q2.
Q1, Q2. And I told you to remember one thing. First flip flop is always
LSB, please.
LSB. This will be most significant. Now
LSB.
you tell me positive edge trigger. Tell me the diagram for positive edge trigger. Observe this and tell me. Positive edge trigger, up counter. Opposite sign. So positive is there,
As
so connected.
clock is positive, then it is connected to Q1 bar.
Okay, so positive and negative opposite sign. So this will also function as an up counter, but the difference is the clock that you are applying,
Clock
which
is
is
positive.
positive edge trigger. Now let me show you the timing diagram. So timing diagram is nothing but this is a clock. So in order to know this, you need to know about duty cycle. So what is meant by duty cycle? Anyone? What is duty cycle? See, I'm taking some random clock here, and is it positive edge triggered or negative edge triggered? See this clock. Is it positive edge triggered or negative edge triggered? This is negative edge triggered. Why? Because going from 1 to 0, this is negative edge triggered. And how will you calculate time period for this particular clock? Time period for this particular clock.
Taking one cycle.
For one complete cycle, it is called as time period. So I'll take from here to here, and here, what is this? This is low or 0, or else you can call this one as T off. Whereas you can call this one as T on, or else high, or else logic 1. All names are same. T on or else logic 1, both are same. T off or else 0, both are same. Or else 1 can also be called as logic high, 0 is called as logic low. Done. So if I assume value of T is equal to 1, can you say the values for T on and T off? If total time period is equal to 1. So here total time period is nothing but on time period plus off time period. So 1 can be written as, can I write like this, 0.5 plus 0.5? So here off time will be 0.5 and on time will be 0.5. Now duty cycle. Duty cycle is nothing but on time period by total time period, means on time plus off time. So try to compute this one. On time period is 0.5. Next 0.5 plus 0.5, which is nothing but 1. 0.5 divided by 1 will be 0.5 in terms of percentage, 50%. So if anyone is asking you to tell me the duty cycle, you need to say as 50%. So throughout our subject, we will use clock as 50%. Okay, this is done. Now what is least significant bit? Q1 or Q2? According to our diagram, you can say. You can take as QA and QB also. Anything is fine.
Q1 is least significant.
Q1 is least significant bit. And Q2 is most significant bit. So before the occurrence of clock, I am assuming some value as 0. If you want, you can take here as 1 also, no issues. I'm taking as 0. Now you can observe here, when j is connected to 1 and k is connected to 1, what will happen? J is connected to 1, k is connected to 1, output will be complement, which is qn bar. So for this, you need to know the truth table of jk flip-flop, which we already covered. Jk qn plus 1. 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. So here what we got? Invalid or memory?
Memory.
Memory. When 0 1, this one is don't care or qn bar?
Qn bar, sir.
Qn bar.
Where we are getting don't care? In which flip flop?
Sir, no condition, sir.
Don't care is for what? Which flip flop?
SR.
SR.
In SR you will get don't care. In JK flip flop you will get qn bar. So here this is a condition which I am using. So now previously I am assuming value as 0. Now it should get complemented. So whenever there is a negative edge trigger, the value which you are assuming will get changed. Means if it is 0, it will change to 1. Again for the next edge trigger, it will be 1. Next, whenever there is a negative edge trigger, from 1 again it changes back to 0, and this continues. See here, again this one will be 0. Again when there is a negative edge trigger, it goes to 1 and constant for next cycle, and again from 1 it will changes to 0 and so on. This is for least significant bit, which is Q1. Now tell me, what is the clock for Q2? According to the diagram, what is the clock for Q2? I mean for flip-flop 2. In order to get this output Q2, what is the clock? Are you applying any external clock or Q1?
Q1.
So here Q1 is acting as a clock. Now, in order to get the output Q, should I consider this particular clock or it's not needed?
Q1.
We have to consider.
Why?
Q1.
We have to consider Q1. Now Q1 will be acting as a clock, not this one. So see here, that's the reason I'm putting arrows here now. Again, negative edge trigger, which is nothing but 1 to 0. And this is also 1 to 0. Now again here also same story. Previously I'm assuming value as 0. Whenever there is a negative edge trigger, this value changes from 0 to 1 and constant for the next negative edge trigger. Again when there is a negative edge trigger, it changes from 1 and goes to 0. Now observe this waveform and tell me whether it is doing up counting or down counting.
Up counting.
So this is most significant bit. This is least significant bit. So observe here 0 0, which is nothing but 0. Next 0 1, equivalent is 1. 1 0, equivalent is 2. 1 1, 3. Again 3.
3. 3 to 3.
3 to 4 or 0?
0.
0, sir.
0, sir.
0 0 is 0.
Again it will go to 0, 1 and so on, depending upon the number of clock pulses that you are applying. So for 2-bit, just 4 clock pulses are enough. Okay, even though if you try to apply more number of clock pulses, again it will go back to the initial state only. So this is about asynchronous 2-bit asynchronous ripple up counter using negative edge trigger. Similarly, you can perform for positive edge trigger also. So can anyone see this waveform and explain now? For positive edge trigger. For positive edge trigger timing diagram. In exam specifically is asking to draw the timing diagram. What is least significant bit here now? Q1 bar or Q1?
Q1.
So Q1 will be least significant bit and Q2 will be most
Q2 is
significant.
most significant.
Okay, Rishika, explain.
Then what I should explain?
How I'm getting the values of Q1?
Based
See,
on the diagram.
based on the edge trigger, this gets changes. Now this is positive edge trigger or negative edge trigger?
Positive edge trigger.
This is positive edge trigger. Initially, I'm assuming a value called as 0. When there is a positive edge trigger, it changes to 1.
1. Next
Again from 1 to
0, 0 to 1, and 1 to 0, 0 to 1.
Okay, so what is the use of Q1 bar now?
Q1 bar acts as a clock.
Correct. Q1 bar is acting as a clock, so that's the reason I'm drawing for Q1 bar also here. Whereas in the previous case, if you observe, Q1 is acting as a clock.
As a clock.
Correct. So here Q1 bar is acting as a clock, so that's the reason I'm drawing for Q1 bar also. How to draw Q1 bar from Q1?
Complement.
Negation.
Complement or negation of Q1. So here if it is 0, this one will be 1.
Is 1.
And you know this one already, from 1 to 0, 0 to 1 and so on. Now what is acting as a clock? Q1 bar is acting as a clock and it is positive edge triggered. So positive edge trigger means put an arrow when it is going from 0 to 1. From 0 to 1.
1.
Next, Q2 I want. So previously I'm assuming a value called as 0. Whenever there is a positive edge trigger, this is changing to
Then
1.
we are assuming as 1.
Okay, and constant, and again it changes from 1 to 0. Now is it up counter or down counter? How will you compare? Will you compare Q2, Q1 bar or else Q2 and Q1?
Q2,
Q1.
Q2.
Q2 and Q1.
Q2 and Q1 you have to
Q1.
compare. See here. 0,
0,
0.
0, 0. 0, 1, 1. 1, 0, 2. 1, 1, 3. Again 0, 0, 0.
Over. This is again an up counter, but the difference is we are going for positive edge trigger.
Positive edge.
So in exam you can expect asynchronous for short. Only he will ask you to draw the logic diagram followed by the timing diagram. And if it is coming for more number of marks, you need to explain the working. Next, now can you tell me for down counter? Same sign or opposite sign?
Same sign.
Same sign.
Same sign.
You have to use same sign, which is positive, positive, or else negative, negative.
Negative,
Again,
negative.
the same story is applicable. You can go for either positive edge triggered or negative edge triggered.
No.
What is state diagram and what is state?
So state
is
is
state?
information stored in
Storing
And
only 1 bit stored in memory.
State is nothing but the content or the information stored in memory. If it is flip-flop, flip-flop is nothing but a 1-bit storage element.
1 bit storage.
So here we are doing 4-bit, 2-bit.
2
So
bit.
2 bits will have how many states?
4
4
states.
states.
And
States.
this state can also be called as mod 5 or mod
Mod 4.
or mod
4, sir.
Mod 4.
mod 4. So all these names are same. In exam he will confuse you by asking like different questions like this. So 2-bit or 4 states or mod 4, everything will be same. And what is the definition for modulus? Mod is nothing but modulus.
For up counter it is 0. For down counter it is 1.
I want the definition for modulus. The number of states through which the counter passes before returning to its initial state is called as modulus counter.
Modulus.
So here 4 states are there, so that's the reason I'm calling this one as mod 4.
Mod 4.
Now I want to implement down counter using negative edge trigger. Okay, so everything is blank here. You tell me now. 2-bit ripple down counter using negative edge triggered flip flop using JK flip flop. So 2 bits are there. So how many flip flops?
So 2 flip flops.
2 flip-flops.
So take 2 flip flops.
Here JA, QA, QA bar.
JK, QA, QA bar.
JB, KB,
KB, KB, cubic,
QB,
bar.
QB bar.
Okay, next.
Clock.
What is that? What kind of clock? Negative edge trigger.
Edge trigger. Negative edge trigger.
Negative edge trigger means put a bubble over. Next. What is the next step?
JK connect to logic 1.
Okay, JK should be connected to logic 1.
JB, KB.
Done. Next.
So QA bar connection to clock, sir.
QA bar is connected to clock as it
Q
is
bar is
connected to clock. As it is a down counter, it should have same sign. So QA bar is connected to clock.
done. So same sign. So this will perform as a down counter. So where will you take the output?
QA,
QA, cubic.
QA, QB.
So take output at QA and QB.
QB.
What is LSB and what is MSB?
This is a JX LSB, JBKB is MSB.
Over. This much only. 2-bit triple down counter using negative edge triggered
Negative.
flip flop JK. And next timing diagram I want. See, timing diagram, negative edge trigger I'm taking. Now tell me, what is the next step?
Draw for QA bar.
You want for QA bar or QA first step?
First for QA.
So QA initially I'm assuming a value called as 0.
0 to 1.
0 to 1. Again 1 to 0.
1 to
0 to
0.
1.
1 to 0.
Over.
Next,
This is
next for
significant.
QA bar as clock, as output, as QA bar acts as a clock.
Okay, so 1, this will be 0. Simply apply negation or complement. Okay, done. Next, QA
Next
bar is
for
also.
QB. QB.
QB.
So how should I take the clock? Which one should I as acting as a clock?
QA bar is acting as a clock.
Correct. QA bar is acting as a clock. So negative edge trigger. Negative edge trigger means where should I take the arrow?
Negative edge trigger.
1 to
Downwards. Downwards. Downward arrow.
So this
Near
is 1 to 0. This is also 1 to 0. Okay. Next.
Next QB.
So QB initially till the occurrence of first clock pulse means till here it will be 0.
From 0.
Again it changes to 1, constant, and 0. This is QB. So check and tell me whether it is up counting or
MSB.
down
QB
counting.
is MSB. 0.
Okay, this is most significant bit.
QA
So 0.
starts from 0, 0, 1,
Hmm.
0, 1, 0, 0, 0,
Hmm.
0, 1, it is 1. Again 0, 0, sir.
You see this one and tell me.
0, 0 is 0.
Is it up counter or down counter?
Up and down counter, sir.
Why you are getting up and down simultaneously? I want only down counter by using negative edge triggered. Where there is a mistake, you try to find and tell me.
Sir, in QA bar, this negative edge trigger you left over there.
Correct. So here negative edge trigger is not taken into the picture. So 1 to 0 here also you need to apply negative edge or else your diagram will go wrong. Now you tell me for this. Initially this is 0 and when there is a trigger this is changing to
It
1
is changed to 1.
and 1 till the next edge trigger and again it will go to 0, constant, again 1 and so on. So now you compare. Compare QB and QA. So this
0,
is 0.
0, 0.
Okay, next.
1,
3.
1 is 3.
And
1, 0, 2.
Okay.
0,
0,
1.
1 is 1.
0, 1 is 1.
Next,
0, 0 is 0.
0, 0 is 0.
And so on. So this is how we need to implement. So while drawing this timing diagram, make sure that you take for each and every trigger. Observe carefully like where it is going from positive edge or negative edge. So done with 2-bit repel down counter using negative edge trigger.
Negative
So
edge
simultaneously you can try with positive edge trigger also. In exam specifically he won't ask you to draw either by using positive or negative, but I'm covering for all the triggers so that it will be easy for you. And same story is applicable for 3-bit, 4-bit and so on. Now let us try to understand up down. Now tell me, I want up down counter asynchronous I want. How will you do?
Up, down.
First before this, what we did for synchronous? Synchronous up down counter, can anyone tell me what we did? Just tell me the state.
State diagram.
Okay, we have drawn the state diagram. Next.
Arrow marks, both up and down. We give
Okay, what was the condition you have assumed for mode?
mode.
M is equals to
If
0.
it is up counter, it
Mode
is
equal
0.
to 0.
If it is down counter, it is 1.
Okay.
1 for
So
down
this was
counter.
our assumption. So we have drawn the state diagram like this for synchronous. So for m is equal to 0 from 0 to 1, 1
Next
to
for
2.
m is equals to 1.
Okay. Next for m is equal to 1. So it will go from
0
3 to
to 3.
correct.
Yes, sir.
So like this we
Yes,
did
sir.
for.
M
Now I
equals
want for asynchronous. Asynchronous up down. Any idea how to do for asynchronous up down? So till now for the up counter and down counter directly I've drawn by using my assumption, like opposite sign means up counter, same sign means down counter.
Down.
Now you tell me for up down.
Constant, sir.
It's not constant. The above two conditions should be merged here now. So see here. So when m is equal to 0, up count, and when m is equal to 1, down count. This is what we have used till now. Now I want for asynchronous. Asynchronous up counting as well as down counting I need to perform. So again, this diagram varies depending upon the type of trigger that you are applying. So let me assume that I'm going for negative edge trigger, or else better I'll do you one thing. I'll show you one diagram. You tell me for that. We observe this diagram and tell me 4-bit ripple up down counter. What happened here? How I'm getting this extra gates like AND gates, 2 AND gates and 1 OR gate. 4-bit ripple up down counter. Same assumption, when m is equal to 0, up counting, when m is equal to 1, down counting. Here, what is the triggering that you are applying? Positive edge or negative edge?
Negative.
Okay, so this is negative edge. So for negative edge, if you want to perform up counting, will you connect from QA or QA bar?
Negative edge.
Negative edge, up counting, QA or QA bar? Opposite
bar.
sign.
QA bar.
QA bar means it is negative. Again, it will become same sign. But for up counting, I want opposite.
QA.
So it should be connected to QA. Next, same negative edge trigger. Now I want to perform down counting. Down counting means same sign or opposite sign?
Same sign. Same sign.
Same.
QA or QA bar?
QA bar.
Over.
QA bar.
The same thing I did here. Observe. So I'm taking one extra signal which is nothing but mode. Here my assumption is when m is equal to 0, it will perform up counting. If it is 1, it is performing down counting. So see here. So if it is connecting from QA, if it is connecting from QA, it will perform up counting. If it is connecting from QA bar, it will perform down counting. Okay, so extra thing for down counting. So here you need to apply m is equal to 0 for up counting and m is equal to 1 for down counting. So that's what I did. So here if I assume m is equal to 1, this above line will be 1. Whereas after passing through the NOT gate, it becomes
0.
So this line is 0. Okay, so this line is 0, this line is 1. So for m is equal to 0, for m is equal to 0, QA should be connected. So I'm connecting it to QA. Next, if m is equal to 1, it should be connected to QA bar. So 2 AND gates. Next, this common logic should be added up by means of an OR gate and given for the next negative edge trigger. So by default, for all the up down counters of asynchronous, 2 AND gates and 1 OR gate will be there. In order to overcome these many number of gates, is there any other trick? I don't want 2 AND gates and 1 OR gate. Any other gate? I think rule number 314 has done this one already.
Sir, XOR gate.
Correct. Simply go for XOR gate. Okay, if you observe, tell me the output logic expression for this. What is the output of this first AND gate? It is m bar QA.
QA.
And this is m
QA bar.
QA bar. What is this gate?
XOR QA.
Done. So m bar QA plus m QA bar, which is nothing but m XOR QA. So if you don't want to use these many number of gates, simply apply one XOR gate. Take one XOR gate like this and apply one signal, external signal m followed by QA. For the first stage, it will be QA. For the second stage, it will be QB. For the third stage, it will be QC. For the fourth stage, it will be QD. 4 bits. So 4 outputs. So don't need for any special analysis for this. So simply make use of one XOR gate. Means simply I am trying to merge up counter as well as down counter condition so that it will perform as an up down counter. Now similarly you tell me for 2-bit ripple up down counter. I want diagram for 2-bit ripple up down counter. It's 2-bit.
Dot.
2-bit ripple up down counter. Using JK and you can do for T also. So here it depends upon your wish. You can go either for positive edge trigger or negative edge trigger. So while doing anything, you mention there clearly, like you are assuming clock as negative edge trigger or positive edge trigger, or else the diagram will get deferred again. Tell me now. I'm going for negative
Draw
edge trigger.
flip-flops.
Okay, I'm drawing 2 flip-flops. Next. So let me go for JA, KA.
QA,
This is
QA.
bar. Next JB, KB, QB, QB bar.
Negative
So
edge
apply negative
trigger.
trigger. So external circle should be there. Over. Next.
Next one. J, K are connected to logic 1.
Okay, J and K are connected to logic 1. Next. When M is equal to 0, it should perform up counting.
Up counter M equal to 1, it should do down.
So how will you write? M bar,
QA.
M bar QA, this is
M QA bar.
QA
XOR
bar.
gate.
So directly I'm taking XOR gate now instead of 2 AND gates and OR.
Up M. M should be there up.
Oh, so one external line for M. So apply M followed by QA here.
QA. XOR gate should be connected.
So output should be taken at QA,
And QB.
QB. So this is 2-bit ripple up down counter using JK flip flop. And suppose if it is positive edge trigger, then you try for positive edge trigger and tell me. And this is not the default condition. You can take for M is equal to 1 up counting and M is equal to 0 down counting. But before doing anything, you write a note clearly, like this is your assumption. So done. So this is all about asynchronous counters. Asynchronous up is over, asynchronous down, asynchronous up down. Now last concept which is left is modulus counter asynchronous. So before understanding that one, some special kinds of inputs which you need to know, called as asynchronous inputs. So till now only we know that, see, if I go for SR flip flop, so what got added here? Do you know this?
PRE, CLR.
Okay, these two are added externally. So these are called as asynchronous inputs. So here PRE stands for preset, or else it is also called as set. CLR stands for clear, or else you can call this one as reset. Okay, so till now we have not used these two pins. Means directly we are applying inputs S and R and we have taken outputs at Q and QR. Now these two got added up. Okay, so here one unknown is there. So what I'll do is I'll apply preset is equal to 0 and preset is equal to 1. Similarly, I'll take clear is equal to 0, clear is equal to 1. You tell me what will happen if preset is equal to 0 and clear is equal to 0. Preset is equal to 0, clear is equal to 0. Yes, I want to tell you some on and off conditions. So do you know about FET? Is this concept there for you? Field effect transistor?
JFET, those are sir.
JFET and MOSFET. Yes. Is this topic there or not? If it is there, by means of this, I'll tell you the answer. Okay, so MOSFET. So again, if you observe in this, NMOS and PMOS will be there. So NMOS will be like this. So what are the terminals here? What are the terminals? Not positive and negative. So if it is bipolar junction transistor, you will find 3 terminals like emitter, base, collector. If it is FET, terminals, source, gate, drain. So this is source, this is gate, this is drain. Source, gate and drain. And NMOS can also be called as NPN. PMOS can also be called as PNP. So if you take the arrow directions, it will be from N to P or P to N.
N2P
Arrow
for NPN. N2P for NPN.
For all, it will be from P to N only. So from P to N, put an arrow on source. Here also from P to N, put an arrow on source. So this is PMOS, this is NMOS. Okay, I think already I told you this one. So diode is nothing but unidirectional. So current will flow from P to N. Now why I'm telling you all this is, you need to understand the on and off conditions. So NMOS. So for NMOS, when input is equal to 0, what will happen? When input is equal to 1, what will happen? Inputs are nothing but I'm applying these cases at gate terminal. So for NMOS, when input is equal to 1, it will on. And for 0, it will be off. Whereas for PMOS, for 0, it will be on. For 1, it will be off. So blindly remember, if there is a bubble, if you are applying input as 0, this one will function as on. On is nothing but short circuit. Okay. And suppose if you are applying 1, it is off. Off is called as open circuit. So just remember this terminology, which will be useful for us now. On means short circuit, off means open circuit. Okay, whenever there is a bubble, if you are applying input as 0, it will on. So here are you able to find any bubble for NMOS? At the gate
No.
terminal, no bubble is there. So
No.
if you apply 1, this will function
It is
as on. So just remember these two conditions so that you can understand these preset and clear easily. Now tell me, so are you able to find any bubble externally for preset and clear?
No.
No. So if you want to turn on preset, what should I apply? 1 or 0?
1.
1. If I apply preset is equal to 1, output will be 1 or 0. You are setting. Setting means output will be
1.
1. Output will be 1. Already we did this one. If set is high, we are getting output as 1. If reset is high, output will be 0. The same concept will be explained by means of this asynchronous. Now, I want output as 0. Tell me, which one should I enable? Should I enable preset or else should I enable clear? If you want to enable, should I apply 0 or 1? Tell me. I want output as 0.
Clear should be 1.
Correct. Clear should be 1. So as this is, as there is no bubble, so in order to turn on clear, apply 1. So that you will get output as 0. So by this, 4 conditions you can expect. Now you tell me for the second one, I want output as 1. Which one will you enable? I want output as 1. Will you enable clear or preset?
Preset.
Preset. Correct. Should I apply 0 or 1?
1.
1. Okay, make sure once if you are turning on the preset, you need to turn off clear. How to turn off clear?
0.
1.
1. To turn off clear, you need to apply 1. Next. Now I want output as 0. Output as 0. What will you enable? Preset or clear?
Clear.
If you want output as 0, you need to enable clear. How to enable clear?
Clear.
Will you apply 0 or 1?
Clear 1. Preset 0.
1. 1.
Clear 1,
We should
preset 0. Wrong. Bubble is there. Observe carefully.
Clear 0. Clear 0.
Clear
As
0.
bubble is
Preset.
there.
Preset should be off.
0.
Correct. So in order to turn off preset, apply 0. In order to turn on clear, apply 0. Now tell me for this one. I want output as 1. 4 different cases are there. Once it will get confused, but you need to see more number of times so that you'll understand. I want output as 1.
Preset should be 0.
0.
Preset should be 0.
Clear should be
0.
1. 1.
0. Clear should be 0. Bubble is not there here. I want to turn off this one. Whereas I want to turn on this one.
Preset should be 1.
Now here you tell me I want output should be 1. Which one you'll turn on?
Shit should be 0.
Preset
You need to
should
turn
be
on
0.
preset.
Clear
This
should be 1.
off. So this should be
Clear
0.
1.
This should be 1. Very good.
1.
Understood. So same concept is applicable for all. Okay. So blindly remember, if there is no bubble, in order to turn on it 1, apply 1. If there is a bubble, to on, apply 0. So once if you are familiar with all these 4 different cases, we can start asynchronous modulus counters. Now for asynchronous modulus counters, we need to use this diagram, not the earlier one. Okay. So what is modulus? Same question again. Definition of modulus. The number of states through which counter passes before returning.
Before returning to its initial state.
Okay, what is the formula? 2 power
N.
n minus 1 less than or equal to n less than or
Less
equal
than
to
or
2
equal
power.
To power n.
So for all modulus counters, you need to remember this formula. So let me solve the question directly. I want mod 3 asynchronous counter. Up counter mod 3. How many
Three.
flip-flops should I?
3 flip-flops.
How? Here capital N value is nothing but given question 3.
Sir. 2 flip-flops.
So apply n is
2
equal to 2.
flip-flops.
So let me check. 2 minus 1 is 1. 2 power 2. Correct. So 2 less than or equal to 3 less than or equal to 4. So 3
4.
less than or equal to 4. So better n is equal to 2. So here small n indicates number of flip-flops. Whereas capital N value is nothing but the given mod value. So take 2 flip-flops and try to design mod 3 asynchronous counter. Mod 3 means how many states will be there?
3 states.
Mod 3 means 3 states. What are they?
0,
0,
0, 0, 1,
1, 0.
0, 1, 1.
Should I take 1, 1?
No.
No, sir.
1, 1 is
No,
not
sir.
needed. 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. So what will you do whenever there is a 1, 1? So whenever there is a 1, 1, you need to clear this one. Clear or reset. So again, in order to clear and reset the above cases which I have understood. So let me explain you for one concept so that rest you will do. Okay, so 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1 are there. So I want, do you want output for 0, 0?
Yes.
I want output for 0, 0. For 0, 1 also I want. For 1, 0 also I want. Whereas for 1, 1 I don't want the output. I want to reset. So at this point you put 1. Okay. So as this is mod 3, whenever 1, 1 is detected, I need to clear. So that's the reason clear or reset should be enabled. So clear or reset should be enabled means applying 1 so that that particular output you can't see. Now K-map. Do the K-map. Inputs are QB, QA, 0, 0, 0, 1. What is the output?
QB, QA. QB, QA.
So QB, QA. Now by observing this one, you need to draw the logic diagram. So this is by using T flip-flop. So can you even explain what I did here? This is asynchronous. Asynchronous means clock will be applied only for the first flip-flop. Here I'm going for negative edge trigger. And you want up counting or down counting? Up counting or down counting?
We can use anything, sir.
Yes, anything we can use, but better go with up counting. So up counting is nothing but opposite sign. Opposite sign means should I connect from QA or QA bar? You're going for
QA
negative
bar.
edge clock.
Okay, for QA. If it is
QA.
negative, it is for QA.
So apply from QA, whereas T A and TB should be connected to 1. Always remember T should always be 1. If it is JK, it should always be 1 for asynchronous. Now the concept here is I don't want 1, 1. Mod 3 means I want only 3 states. Whenever 1, 1 is detected, at that time you need to make output as 0. So
0.
from the K-map you got answer as QB.QA. So what gate I have to use here? How to draw QB.QA? Which gate? AND gate, OR gate, NOT gate?
And gate. And gate.
You want AND gate. So there are again different styles in which you are drawing. But here why I took NAND gate, can anyone explain? In the answer you are saying that you want for AND gate. But here I am drawing this one by using NAND gate. Why?
Complement.
Why complement? Here I'm taking
One
as
man should not be
clear
connected.
bar or clear. See here. Is it clear or clear bar? What I'm taking here
Clear.
means it is active high or active low.
Active high.
High.
If you are writing like this, clear, it is called as active high. Suppose if you are writing as clear bar, it is active low. So in the question I'm taking as active high. But while drawing diagram, is it active high or active low? Bubble is there. Bubble
Active
means
low.
active low.
Active
Blindly
low.
remember, if there is a bubble, it is active low. So that's the reason I'm going for NAND gate. When 1 is applied, so 1 into 1, 1 complement will be 0. I'm getting
Zero.
output as 0. Now that 0 should be given to clear bar, so that whenever these particular cases are detected, it will make output as 0. If you want, you can draw like this also. So let me draw for the case which I have assumed. So take 2 flip-flops. This is TA, this is QA, QA bar. Next one will be TB, QB, QB bar. Same diagram I'm drawing again. This is negative edge trigger, and as it is up counting, it should be opposite sign, so connect it from QA. And by default, TA and TB should be connected to logic 1. Clear till here?
Yes,
And
sir.
I'm getting output of clear as QB dot QA. So among the 4 diagrams, I'm taking this one, which is preset. This is also preset. Is preset active high or active low? Preset is active high or active low? Bubble is there or not?
Not there.
So it is active high. I'm considering active high preset. And what about clear?
Active high.
Active high
Active.
clear only. So take one AND gate, apply inputs as QB, QA. So QB and QA. So whenever inputs are 1 and 1, output will be 1. Now that 1 is connected to clear, which is high. So that whenever 1 is detected, output will be 0. And again, you need to take output at QA and QB.
QB.
So here I've shown you one diagram, and now here I've shown you another. What is the difference here? There I have taken NAND gate, here AND gate. Why?
Clear is not no, sir.
So there clear I have taken as active low, but here I am taking clear as active high. So if clear is active high, in order to implement that, go for AND gate. If you are going for active low clear, you can do that one with NAND gate. So this is the main difference which you need to understand. So as this is the first time you are going through asynchronous inputs, a bit amount of confusion will be there. So at least by the next classes, you try to understand the on and off conditions for preset and clear. This is mod 3 asynchronous up counter using T flip-flop.